What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, bottom video, and we're gonna get right into it. So this topic today ain't nothing too crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little bit of a slow news week, at least to begin, cause I did the two shits today to start off. But I'm gonna find this content either way it goes. So I don't give a fuck about none of that. So today I will be discussing Charlamagne the God deleting his interview with Lil Baby. Now this did happen a couple weeks ago, but niggas are just starting to talk about it and really got brought back up because Adam from No Jumper, he was clowning Charlamagne for it. Now I didn't watch Adam shit because I don't really give a fuck about No Jumper no more. I've gotten past that part of my life, but but I did just want to talk about the thing as a whole and what this means. So the interview itself, it's cool. Like I don't know how it's one of them, like if y'all ever like some Charlamagne the guy, like whoever does his production for his interviews, they have a way of making them like real somber and real subtle, like, and that's cool. But what I don't think Charlamagne was thinking about is that doesn't fit Lil Baby's aesthetic. Like him, that somber, that just wasn't. I guess if this was like their attempt at humanizing him in a way, but that doesn't get somber. And as well as what also hurts Charlamagne's numbers is Lil Baby going on Yachty's podcast. Now, I'm sure y'all know that rappers, they do press runs all the time, so they go from podcast to podcast. Well, podcast now, but it used to be radio back in the day. Just promoting their music, talking about stuff. But with certain rappers like Lil Baby, something like that, they're not giving the best interviews sometimes because they're not that vocal, and it usually takes somebody that they got to be comfortable with, which is why I think the Lil Yachty interview was better from Lil Baby's perspective because he was comfortable with Yachty, so he was open. He was very open with talking about and telling him things that he probably wasn't as open to talking about with Charlamagne. Because you can know you're gonna come with an open mind because you're getting interviewed, but it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to talk, nigga. But yeah, like I said, I don't think the aesthetic and the vibe that Charlamagne gives off really fits Lil Baby. Because if you go back to Charlamagne's, like, I forgot what that little series he had called, but he interviewed Kanye. He interviewed some more people. I think Joe Budden, but he interviewed some more people. And I just don't think like if somebody that's a fan of Lil Baby, which is somebody like in my age range from 22, they want to see some somber ass shit, getting asked questions about Charlamagne the God. Now we fuck with Charlamagne. Charlamagne's hilarious, but Charlamagne's getting a little old for us. And people always want to talk about, you know, the change in Charlamagne. Charlamagne's went from, because if you remember early in his career, Charlamagne had a lot of fun because Charlamagne was wide open, very out there, didn't give a fuck about what he was talking about. But as he got older, he's become very aware, so he's more woke. I think his daughter got a lot to do with it, but some people don't like that shit. Some people don't like to see niggas grow. Some people change, people grow, so I understand it. Now, entertainment for me wise, I do like the other Charlamagne better because that's just the type of shit I like. But I can understand a man growing and wanting to be different from his younger self. That's perfectly fine. Now, what does it say about Charlamagne the God's motion? Um, I don't think it says a lot. I really don't think it says a lot because unless you're just somebody who's like peak journal into journalism, things like that, I don't think you're coming into the interview for Charlamagne. Now you're coming in an interview for the rapper. Now you might like how this interviewer interacts with certain people like rappers in that ilk, but you're not coming for the interviewer. You're coming for the interviewee. So if you so Charlotte did, that's why I said I don't think it says a lot about Charlamagne the guy, especially when you're a radio host. That's your claim to fame in the beginning. Obviously Charlamagne do a lot more now, but brilliant and stuff like that. But obviously when your claim to fame in the beginning was a radio host, and then you do have your own podcast, but your own podcast, well, at first it was really goofing off, but now you still talking about topics and things like that. It's just a little different from the content you're doing. So I don't think a lot of people who would consider themselves fans of Charlamagne would be exactly running to a Lil Baby interview. Now, what they say about Lil Baby motion? Now, I ain't gonna say it's hard to dictate between the internet and actual opinion sometimes, just because the internet is so much of life now. So you go on Twitter, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate going to Twitter after a new album drops because it just feels like every album they shit on. Like I cannot remember somebody going to like somebody dropping an album and then going to Twitter and it was just like love, 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 love. Like I swear they shit on everything. So it's hard to differentiate if people are really feeling like this or it's just these niggas on Twitter trying to get clout. And a lot of times I ain't gonna lie, it just be these niggas on Twitter trying to get clout. Cause well, this was before the album, but that was really me in reference to the album. But um, I will say, like I said, Lil Baby Motion. I don't think Lil Baby Motion is really differed as much as people want to say. I still think he got his core fan base, that's gonna come back and listen to his music. I had to say that includes me because I fuck with Lil Baby, and I still went back and listened to the album. I want on no cat shit like some of these niggas. But yeah, I just feel like he wasn't. I feel like he's not changing anybody's mind, or I don't think he gives a fuck to. Honestly, I don't feel like he talked about in the interview. I don't feel like Lil, I didn't feel it, but him saying it just confirmed it. Don't feel like Lil Baby was, his heart was ever. I never felt like he was a rapper. Like he's a money getter. That's what he like to do. And some niggas, they just not in that. You can't be mad at a nigga what his passion is. So he just happened to be very good at rap, and it worked out for him. So I don't think he cares to change somebody's mind with his rapping ability. Like rap is not his love. I just think he cares about getting money, being staying successful and being able to do what he want to do in life. And for that, he succeeded. So yeah, I don't think it says nothing about either of their emotions for real. Um, I don't know what Lil Baby first week numbers look like. It's only Monday, but he outsold my turn when it's only me, even though like critically acclaimed my turn is better, but and I agree that my turn is better than it's only me, but it's just niggas on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as bad as niggas want to act like with the Lil Baby shit. So like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, bottom video, and we out.